Hello, my name is Briana Phelps, and today I'm going to present my progress on my final report over geothermal HVAC systems. The purpose of my report is to study geothermal HVAC systems and their use in homes. The report will include information on how the systems work, the efficiency of the systems, installation costs, environmental impacts, and other factors. I will compare these to common systems as well. The audience for this report was originally going to be home buyers in the United States. However, this proved to be much too broad, so I changed my audience to Kentucky residents looking to install a new HVAC system. This topic was originally brought up to me by one of my friends. They were very excited to tell me that geothermal HVAC systems used the thermal energy in the earth to regulate a house temperature. So I went and looked this up for my own and decided that I wanted to have it in my house. And as I was excitedly telling other people about it, I realized that they didn't know that it was a thing. And if they did, they thought it was very expensive but not worth it. So I took this as an opportunity to choose it as my topic for this paper. And as I was researching my original audience, I found that in 2018, 1.34% of the houses that were completed had geothermal energy. And I also found, while researching my current audience, that in 2015 a study was done and it was found that only 0.33% of Kentucky residents were using an other type of heating fuel for their home, which may or may not include geothermal energy. As my friend was telling me about these systems, they told me that they were supposed to be super expensive, but environmentally friendly and much more efficient than common systems. So as I was doing my preliminary research, I found some evidence for those statements. I found that they were indeed supposed to be much more efficient than common systems. However, I still have to do research to find out exactly how efficient they are. And how much more efficient they are than common systems. And common systems include a bunch of systems, so it will most likely be just a general comparison about the average efficiency of the systems. I also found that as the depth increased, the stability of the Earth's temperatures increased as well, which I think is important to note for the audience, because they may be faced with an option to dig a little bit shallower for cheaper, which may not be what they want in the long run, because it may not be as efficient as it could be if it was dug deeper. Also, I found that a lot of the cost that was involved with geothermal HVAC systems was due to the amount of drilling that was needed compared to other common HVAC systems, which do not require any drilling to the ground. But as I found this, I also found that there are some factors that are beneficial to the resident, such as soil type, if it is more conductive. I also found that nearby water sources were also convenient for them as well, because it would provide for less drilling. So I will include a lot of that information in the report, but I have not yet found all of that information specifically. So for my completed work, I have done my introduction, my background, and my methods. I have done a little bit of my findings, however, I have not done as much as I wanted to. As I stated in my preliminary findings, that I still need to find exact values and more specific values for the different factors that I'm comparing. But I did find the different tax credits that were available, and a quote on durability. There is a system in Florida that has been going for 72 years, but that was at the time that the book was published that I read, so it could be going on longer than that. I also found a general statement about the expenses the cost of installation should not be expected to be more than $9,000. However, I'm not sure when that book was written. I haven't checked yet, so that might be outdated, and I need to do more research on that. I also found that the property features that were beneficial were ponds and water wells. It did state that they would be a much cheaper option than just digging into the ground and laying the pipes down there. So my remaining work includes my discussion and more of my research, as well as my conclusion. And after I finish those, I need to do my front matter. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via email or my phone. I'm much more likely to reply if you text me, so keep that in mind.